So as a school, when we decided to increase the grade levels, going from a kindergarten through 8th grade to a kindergarten through 12th grade program, there was a lot of growth quickly within the school. And there wasn't necessarily a clear path or a clear identity of the students that we really were keyed to work with. And so we had a bit of a disconnect between two campuses as well. We had one 20 minutes away, at kindergarten through 6th grade, and 20 minutes away is our 7th through 12th grade. So we had two separate admissions offices that at that time didn't talk. And we were starting to see a profile of students that was very different from one another. And we weren't set up to meet both populations of students. So a group was put together to look at what are the profiles that really are successful within Lawrence School. What are the programs that we have that are set up to work with them, and how can we enhance the whole process of looking at students that are appropriate for us. So a working group was developed that included our consulting school psychologist, Dr. Ethan Schaefer, upper school administration academic folks, lower school administration academic folks, and then the head of school, Lou, as well as myself. And then we had a couple advisory board members that really talked about our programming. So through that process, we were really able to identify, and it's not a narrow scope of students, but it's a defined scope of students for whom we can provide services for. So it is really students with the language-based learning difference, learning disability, and attention issues, ADD, ADHD. And we do have some students who have some high-functioning autism, but they're primarily here because they have some learning challenges in those areas. So we quickly found out that students who don't fit within those parameters, who have more significant social, emotional, behavioral, or cognitive, our programming is just not set for that. And our teachers are not given professional development to meet those needs. So those students struggled when we did have them in our population. And that was unfair to that student. It was unfair to the family. It was unfair to our faculty to put them through. So the admissions office was charged with kind of clearing and cleaning up what the process of defining that profile at the intake. And so we've developed our own kind of procedures of looking at IEPs, ETRs, private testing to initially allow families to know, is this a profile that's going to work with Lawrence School? And then sometimes I will go to our academic folks and say, is this a child who needs code breakers? Is this a child who needs visualization and verbalization? Is this a child who needs more extensive social intervention than what we can support? Then I go and I gather various resources if a child is deemed not appropriate to the school. And we're able to have a very nice conversation with families about, if Lawrence is not the fit, here are some resources for you. And for the most part, we're able to get students to where they need and the programming that's going to best serve their child.